So I'm trying out some new earbuds.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, because it's been like maybe over a year, maybe like 2 years now
Mhm.
that I've been using like my Apple AirPods for like work and whatever.
hmm
But like I had them attached to like the carabiner on my belt while I worked,
Mhm.
and fucking like dirt got into them, and so they got all fucked up. So on one side, the mic sounds like I'm super far away, and on the other side, like it's blown out.
Mhm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I've been like literally listening to AirPods that are just fucked for like the past 2 years, and been just kind of dealing with it. And I finally told Jesse like a week or two ago, I was like, I'm ordering some new earbuds, but not. I didn't grab Apple ones just because, man, like I already do miss my AirPods, like the convenience of talking to Siri like hands free.
Mhm.
But I wanted something I could also use for like PC for like gaming,
Mhm.
or whatever system I hooked them into, because I can put a USB dongle on it. And these also have like the little rubbers on the inside, because my AirPods didn't have the rubbers; they were just like the regular ones.
Mhm.
Because the pros are like $250. I was like, I'm not gonna spend $250 on fucking
Mhm.
earbuds. So the ones I got, they're the same price as like my old AirPods, like 150. But they're Steel Series. And I like Steel Series. That's the kind of over the head headphones I have for like gaming. And these ones also have active noise canceling and
Mhm.
like transparency mode and all that other shit. So I like them so far. I've been using them for work. I definitely don't have them like fucking dragging through the dirt when I'm like
Mhm.
crawling, because that's what fucked up my AirPods.
Yeah.
When you're crawling and I just have them there and I'm like, fuck, like I got all this dirt on them. So
Yeah.
yeah, it was pretty. I mean, I still have my AirPods, but like, I can't really use them. But so far they sound great. They have like their own app, and so like they have a bunch of like presets for like equalizers, but they're like for gaming. So they're like, do you want it for like Cyberpunk, or do you want it flat, or do you want it, whatever. So
Nice.
yeah. And like they have their own app. It's called for the PC also. It's called Sonar, which I started kind of playing with, and I was like, huh, can I use this for like streaming and the podcast? But then it kind of fucks with voice meter, because
Oh.
it literally does what voice meter does, but like more simplified.
Mhm.
And I was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. That's gonna be fucking like Chris and I spent like a whole day learning voice meter just so we
Yeah.
could do the podcast like this, And I was like, no, I'm not gonna fucking use. I mean, Sonar's pretty cool though. Like you can turn on 3D audio, which I thought with these earbuds would be like if I turn my head, like whatever's in front of me would stay in front of me.
Mhm.
Like if I turn my head to the right, it would be on my left now. But no, that's not what 3D audio is good with these ones. But it is really good for like if you're playing like Hunt Showdown or like Call of Duty.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
hearing where everybody is. Holy
Okay.
shit.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And what's funny is I didn't even need these earbuds for that program. You just need any Steel Series type of headphones. And I was like, oh shit, like, because it detected my other ones. And I was like, oh my God, like I could have been fucking using this whole fucking time with my
Mhm.
other over the ear headphones. So I tried it with those two, and I was like, oh my God, this sounds amazing.
Mhm.
Like, yeah, like I'm like, fucking, I got to reinstall Hunt Showdown, because that's a lifesaver in that game, is knowing where everybody is. Like you could just
Oh
hear
yeah.
somebody walking through some chains, and you're like, oh, they're over here on the map. But yeah, pretty sick. Yeah, how'd you guys been doing? It feels like I don't know if these weeks are getting longer or what,
Mhm.
but it feels like I don't talk to
Yeah.
you guys about this shit for a while.
Well, for me, as you can see in the pictures, been digging and working, and I'm tired, dude. I'm mentally beat, like mentally beat, not physically, because it's one of those things where it's like, in theory, it's easy, but since it's not my specialty, it's something you don't do every day. You go down there and you start like cutting pipe PVC, and then you glue some piece, but it's too short, so then you have to adjust the other ones to make them fit. But now the other ones are too long. You know what I'm saying? Like just back and forth kind of bullshit. I've been to Home Depot like 100 times. I'm done. I literally just posted something on Facebook, and I was like, "Yo, man!" I was like, "Someone help me finish this project, because I've already done all the work. Just come in and do it, measure correctly, glue it once, get it done." And so I've had a couple people like hit me up. So I'll see how much an offer I can get tomorrow. Because originally, before I started digging a single thing, I said, you know what? I'm just gonna see if I can call someone for this. And I called a number, some local dude that's been putting, sprinkler repair signs all over my neighborhood. all over Carson, really, not just my neighborhood. And I hit him up, and I explained to him, like, hey man, I was like, it's pretty simple. I'm like, I just got 2 valves that went bad, and I want to replace them, and I might as well replace all of them while I'm there. So it'll be 5 valves total. Before I could say another word, he goes, okay, instant. That's $1,000. I
Oh
literally,
shit.
I swear, I said 1,000. I literally said $1,000. I said, okay. I said, okay, yeah, let me think about it. I hung up and I said, that más pendejo. I said, are you fucking joking? And I'm all for like that, the whole like pay what you're worth, or the whole like
Oh
that.
yeah.
What's that one story about like the landscaper, not the landscaper, the this job survey guy that like put the stick down and told the 2 people where their land was, and he charged them like $1,000 or some bullshit like that. And then
Mhm.
they're like, what? It took you 5 minutes. And he goes, we want a breakdown. And he says, cool, stick, 50 cents, fucking string, 50 cents. And he goes, knowledge, $999. It's like, I
Yeah.
get that. I get that. But I'm like, this is not 1,000. I'm like, motherfucker. Again, likewise. I'm like, I know that there's some knowledge in there. But I'm like, I don't think it's $1,000 in my opinion. So I said, fuck it, I'll do it myself. So I dug it up, and like I said, I'm at like 80% complete. I'm just over it. I'm like, all right, whoever wants to come fix it, come fix it. But I ain't paying you a fucking $1,000. So we'll get some estimates. I took pictures of it on Facebook too. I'm like, look, this is what you're dealing with. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. That,
Yeah.
and I've been I'm literally maybe about an hour away from completing my first randomized seed in many, many years for Ocarina of Time. So I've been doing that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So having tons of fun with that.
Do you have a
Nice.
PVC pipe cutter?
Yeah. It's
Okay.
it's not, I don't like it too much though. It's not it hurts my hand. Let's just put it that way.
It hurts your hand because I have one that's like it's like a crank one, and it fucking.
Oh, crank. Yeah. See, mine's not crank, dude. So I have to like muscle every fucking.
Okay, well, if you still need to come our PVC pipe, let me know, and I'll bring it. I actually should be taking it to work because sometimes they have those like new construction, and the pipe is sticking out like 2 feet off the ground, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh well, remember how we wanted to buy a multi-tool to cut out what do you call it? Wall inserts. What is it called?
Oh yeah. So you can do outlets, yeah.
Yeah. That you can also use a multi-tool for PVC. So I bought one, but this one's for my house, not for work. So I want to see if I can get Nate to buy me one for fucking work. Because there was one job out in some new builds, some really fancy houses, and the conduit was like hella low, I think it was. I don't remember it was high. It was too high up, so I mounted the box next to it where it would look nice-ish, and then the table still came out, and you can see, and the owner or the contractor, I don't know who the fuck it was, he was like the builder. He's like, yeah, man, he's like, this kind of looks ugly. I don't really like this. And I said, well, the PVC is too long. I'm like, I literally told him you could see where I kind of tried to see if I could cut it with the hacksaw, but I'm like, dude, I'm like, I thought about it too, bro. I wanted to mount the box over this. It would look beautiful, but I'm like, I don't have the like a multi cutter. And he goes, give me a second. He pulls out his phone. He calls this dude. He's like, hey man, you got your multi tool? He's like, yeah, I need you here right now. And the guy's like, I'm working on this. Like, I need you here right now. Like, come here right now. And the guy's like, all right. He shows up and he tells me that what you need is like cut that PVC right there. Boom, boom, boom. And we did it, and it looks really good, right? And then he points down to one of the other house that did it like I did it though that way, And he's like, so why did they do it? I'm like, because same thing. The PVC is too long. And I'm like, look, man. I'm like, you're obviously in charge of here or something. I was like, if you cut them all to this length, we can make them all look like that. And he goes, well, can you fix that one right now? And I said, no. Now, unfortunately, I'm like, I literally was on my way out when he hollered at me. And I was like, I already closed this job out. I'm on my next one. He goes, okay. So anyways, I got a multi-tool for my house, so I could use that to cut PVC as well. But I wanted to get a crank one. I should have got that crank one the first time. Instead, I got this other one, and I regret it. It hurts my hands.
Yeah. I've had that one for like years because I was what the hell was I doing? I was like trying to make things out of PVC pipe, and yeah, they're like, yeah, use this to fucking just cut it, and like, yeah, you just kind of crank it, it cuts through, and then you just rotate it, and it cuts the whole thing.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah, it reminds me of like the Ethernet tool, like the way you squeeze it. It feels like exactly the same. So yeah, you just like crank, get it to where you want it, spin it, cuts, and it's gone. Yeah, so yeah, I'll put it in my truck because I have been wanting it to be in my truck anyways. So if you're still, as one of our producers say, enjoying your sprinkler saga.
Oh man, who said that?
Mr. Robot. He's in the chat
right
now.
Oh, okay. I'm playing Zelda, that's why. But I'll look at it in a minute. I'm there. I just killed Bongo.
I love that boss. I wish he was longer. He's definitely one of my favorite bosses.
The Sprinkler Sanga, yes, about man, Jesus, it's been Went I literally almost a month. Like I said, I fixed one that was broken. I had to dig that one up, which then led to another one that was broken. That I fixed that one, which led to then a soggy ass section that I found out was the drain valve or whatever it's called. And that was I knew it was broken. So I'm like, I fixed another one last year, so I dug that son of a bitch up and I fixed that one. And then I was like, there's another one down here. Might as well fix that one. I'm telling you, it's been a fucking mess. But yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow I'm gonna get a quote, and I'm hoping this dude is like, yeah, man, I'll do it for like, I'm telling you, I'll pay about $300. That's about it. I'm not doing it anymore. 1,000, hell no. I already did everything. I dug it all up. I have the parts. I have everything he needs right here. All I need, yeah, all he needs is now that like, yeah, man, just all you gotta do is like put a T coupler or do this and this. I'm like, then just do it, because at this point I'm done. You know. But like I said, because I've been to Home Depot so much, and the problem is I don't want to keep cutting, and then you have less to work with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If you fuck it up, you know, I've already cut it once, and it wasn't the right, and I'm like, all right, I'm not cutting no more. I'm not gluing no more. I'm done. But yeah, that's been my week. Like I said, literally, I just beat Bongo Bongo. I that just unlocks the final castle for me. So
yeah, Spirit Temple. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, it's a graveyard technically. What the fuck's that one called? Spirit Temple is the one with in the desert with the.
Oh, because it's randomized, right? Okay. So,
yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
the
Shadow
Spirit
Temple now.
Shadow Temple. There you go.
No, Shadow Temple is where you're at right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That's what I'm saying. No, Spirit Temple. I already got it done.
Yeah, but you said Bongo Bongo unlocks the graveyard, but that's where you're at.
No, I'm saying in the graveyard. So Bongo Bongo unlocked the final castle, which Ganon's castle.
Oh, okay.
What's funny is the medallion he gave me is the first one you get when you pull this master sword out. So I literally got the last medallion right now. That's how funny.
Master sword out.
Remember when you talk to Raru, he gives you like the light medallion?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the first one you get, and that's literally the one I just fucking got from this temple. So
yeah,
I had tons of fun. Like I said, I might stream one of these. I just wanted to play on my own just to experiment and see if I could beat a randomizer. I've done them before, but I'm like, let's see if I still got those memories, those checks in my memory, and I do. Yeah.
Don't even think about it, man. Just fucking
play.
just press stream, man. Stream now.
Well, yeah.
Don't even think about it.
True. But it's also like, for me, it's also like I don't want to be like stuck and then not know where to go or something like that. But either way, like
interesting for us.
Exactly. That's the whole point. I mean, that's why people watch Chris.
Yeah. I'll do the next one. What's funny as hell too, though, is I fucking Do you remember then? Chris doesn't know because he's never played this game. Apparently, right, Chris? Ocarina of Time.
In our next
Ocarina of Time.
No,
you never played this.
That.
Yeah. Okay.
No.
So, Luis, you would remember though. Remember how like in the ice cave, there's freaking like one or two treasure chests that would freeze you. That you would open it up. They were just like full chest. Well, those ones are randomized too, and you can add more. Yes, and you can add more. So there's nothing more fun and frustrating than like spending, like I got some chests out of logic. There was some chests that I had to like, pull some advanced movement to get to. I'm like, yes. And you open it up and it goes, you're a fool. I'm like, you stupid son of a bitch, or it'll disguise them as like, oh, that's the hook shot. Hell yeah. And you go out of your way to go get that hook shot. And it's not, it's a fucking ice chest. Oh, dude, the fishing game. I did the fishing and I fucking got my big fish. And sure enough, it was a fucking a fake reward because I got frozen. I'm like, dude, it's so much fun when it gets you, especially when you're like, this is the one. This is the check that's going to unlock the bow, which will unlock the temple. Nope. It was a nice chest,
Yeah. When I tried a couple randomizers, I learned that too. I was like, in my muscle memory, I'm like, okay, I go here, I do that, I get this chest, I get that, and yeah, just in the open world, got hit with a fucking freezing chest. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, why out here? Like, I just started the game.
Yeah. What's funny about this seed that I just did was, dude, I was literally 30 minutes into the game, I was loaded for a adult Link. Like I had the iron boots, I had the bow, I had the fucking big Goron sword, I had fucking fire. I mean, I had everything, but I couldn't get to adult stage yet. A and B for Child Link, I had no sword, so I played like for the first 3 hours with no sword with Child Link until I was able to get enough locks to go to adult Link, and then with adult Link, I was able to progress enough. And they're like, okay, now I got to go back to Child Link, and I went back, and I don't have a sword. Like, shit, I forgot I don't have a sword for Child. I didn't get the sword till like literally like one of the last checks I did as a kid, the Kokiri sword. I'm like, well, I mean, whatever. I was beating with sticks, that works just fine, but
Yeah.
But it's super fun. Like I said, I'm gonna keep playing some more of these. So this is a game I love, and I might start making them even harder because like you can do some crazy randomizations. Like you can randomize like where the keys are located too. So like in the overworld is where the boss key will be located and shit like that. So that's when it gets really hard, and you have to really pay attention to what you're doing. So
Okay.
that will be later, though. Right now, I just want to have fun.
Oh, German just wants to have fun.
But yeah, that's my. What about you, Christopher?
It's been a quite a roller coaster,
Oh,
honestly.
really?
Yeah, good news, bad news, in between news, all the above. We got. I think I'd mentioned before I had gotten my wife a appointment with a pain specialist. That was on Tuesday. It was televideo, and so they called the day before to confirm and everything, and I confirmed it was a televideo appointment that we didn't have to be there because it was an hour away. So I want to make sure, I said, yeah. I said, okay, it's 2:30 o'clock, 2:30 for the appointment. I said, okay, cool. So we wake up, we get ready, get my laptop set up for her and everything, and they told us it could be either televideo or a phone call. So we're like, all right, well, either way, that's fine. We don't matter as long as we don't have to go in. That's what we care about.
Now, when you say televideo, is the year also like 1960?
Yes. Well, technically it's telemedicine, but yeah, it's they just call it on Zoom.
I thought he was going to say Telemundo, dude.
Telemundo.
Yeah, Telemundo.
It's like, it's on Telemundo. I'm like, what?
And so 2:30 rolls around and nothing happens. We're not getting any calls or anything. So I was like, all right, well, we'll wait a while, at least half an hour or so, and I'll call in and see what's going on. And so 3:00, I call in and I say, hey, we had an appointment for 2:30. Just want to know, are we still on for today? Did it get canceled? Did we get postponed? Do we need to reschedule? What's going on? They're like, oh, he's with another patient still. We'll let him know you called and get back to you as soon as we can. I said, okay, cool. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting. 5:00 rolls around. I was like, all right, I'll try to call him again. The office was closed. So we didn't get our appointment that day for whatever reason. And so I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me. So I left a message saying, hey, we had an appointment for 2:30. I called at 3. They said he was with another patient, that they would let us know. We didn't hear anything, and now you're closed. Do we need to reschedule? What's going on? And so I called again the next day and spoke to them. And they're like, oh, we're so sorry. We're so sorry. He was busy with his usual follow-ups.
Okay.
So, okay, but why didn't you tell us anything, And so they're like, oh, let's get our manager. So they get their manager, and she gets on the phone with me, and she's like, oh, well, we're so sorry. She says, I'm not going to make any excuses. We just dropped the ball. I was like, okay, do we need to reschedule? She's like, yes, we need to reschedule. She's like, well, first of all, what are you here for? I said, well, just like we put in the paperwork, and should be in the order from her doctor, she's on, certain kind of medications that her doctor may not be able to prescribe in a few months. And we need to get a pain specialist so he can prescribe those medications for her. She's like, oh, this doctor doesn't prescribe medications. He only does injections.
Awesome.
We waited 2 months for this appointment. They couldn't have told us any time between then and now that he doesn't prescribe medications. So I said, all right, well, let me talk to her doctor and see what he wants to do. I'll call you guys back in a few days. So I emailed the doctor and I told him this is what happened. Because I emailed him the day before saying that we were never seen, So I emailed him after the call and I said, this is what happened. They don't do medication. They don't prescribe anything. They only do injections. And she's tried those before. It doesn't work. So what are our options? What do we do? And so he called back and he said basically that, oh, well, a lot of pain specialists now aren't prescribing medications because of laws changing in California and everything like that. That a lot of them are doing that, just injections. So he's like, I'll continue prescribing while I can. And I was like, okay, only I had gotten like 4 hours of sleep that night. So I didn't have the wherewithal to ask him, like, does that mean you can continue to prescribe the medications after the law changes? Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
And so I went back to sleep after that for a couple hours. Woke up again, told my wife what was going on. And so it's just like all this stuff is up in the air. We don't know what's going on. I don't know if I need to call another pain specialist, if I need to find someone else who does prescribe, if we can find someone who can prescribe, we don't know. We have an appointment with him, her doctor, on June 5th for another follow-up. So we will clarify then what he means. But we don't know. We don't know what's going on with all that. So it's all up in the air. And then on top of that, my wife's grandmother had a stroke the other day as well. The same day that we heard about all this stuff happening. She's doing well. She is currently stable. She had brain surgery. She's stable and she was able to get moving that first day, I guess, which is awesome news. I guess the sooner you can move after a stroke, the better better chance you have for full recovery or a stronger recovery rather. But I guess they need to transfer her to another hospital. Yeah, so that's been weighing my wife down as well. So yeah, it's just been one of those weeks where it's just like, oh my god, everything's going wrong again.
Sure.
Yeah.
That sucks.
But it is. We are happy that her grandma's doing well, so we're glad for that. But it's just been very much a roller coaster week. So
yeah.
Well, sorry about all that shit. I wish it was like super easy to just move away to a country that gave a shit about.
yeah, well, we are looking into the possibility, if we have to, of possibly moving to another state.
Yeah.
How we're going to do that is we have no idea, because she's on SSI, so we're not allowed to save any money. So we can't. It's not like we can just take a few months, save up some money for a down payment and moving truck and everything to move to another state and then get ourselves started. So it's like, well, I could take out a personal loan, but then I have to pay that back, and I have to have a job to do that. And my job right now is being her caretaker,
right?
Which is a California thing, and actually only in certain counties in California. And then she would have to renew her SSI as well. So we would essentially be moving with nothing, if that was the case. So we don't know, but it's one of our possible solutions. We don't know. So
and have you looked at like Nevada over here?
Yes. I don't. It's if this was 10 years ago, I would absolutely do that. Lately, everything in Nevada is getting just as expensive as California, and her SSI would go down significantly in that state. So I don't know about the caretaking situation. I don't know if I wouldn't have that job anymore. If I would have to reapply for that, we'd have to go through all that whole thing again. She would have to reapply for SSI and everything. So it's a whole thing. But we don't know if there's any pain specialists in Nevada that can do that kind of stuff. I had asked her that day if she knew anything off the top of her head. She didn't. So that would be another option we would have to do some research on before we decide on anything. So
yeah, I don't know shit about how shit works over here. It's supposed to be that California was the more like progressive one as far as like helping people out. So yeah, that's why they know about Nevada.
It is in a lot of ways, but because of the opiate overdose and everything with a lot of people, they're trying to protect them. And because there's more of them than there are people who need the opiates, they need to kind of cover their asses, I guess. And that's the reason those laws are going through.
Yeah.
And the reason that's the case is because doctors for a long time, I hurt my hand. Oh, here's some morphine. Oh, I hurt my ear. Oh, here's some, this thing, and just handing out like candy. Like they don't need to, but they were, and these people didn't need the stuff, and so that's when they became addicted. And now it's we need to fix this. So yeah, it's a sucky situation, but we're trying to exactly. We're trying to figure it out, and we're looking into any and all possible outcomes, including but not limited to moving to another state. So but yeah,
well, whatever we can do, let us know.
Yeah, man.
I appreciate it, and I will do that. But it's like I said, at this point, I don't even know what we're gonna do or what our options are or anything. But I will, if anything comes up that I think you guys can help me with, I will definitely let you know. So
yeah, absolutely, man. Well, on a brighter note, I figured out the 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon to George Clooney.
Nice.
Today while I was driving. And I was like, God damn it, I can't believe it took me like a week. Because I was like, I bet you I could do this in 2 degrees. And I did do it. Because I completely forgot about a movie. I was listening to, what is it, German? Pretend Friends?
Oh, yeah.
And it was still season 1. And I think someone was talking about the movie Flatliners.
Flatliners, okay.
Yeah, because someone it was like one of the episodes where someone was like dying, and it's just like I'm becoming addicted to dying or whatever.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Oh, you're getting addicted to flatlining," and it clicked in my head. I was like, "There it is. There is the link." So here it is. George Clooney is in Ocean's 11 with Julia Roberts, who's in Flatliners with Kevin Bacon.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah. Dang, 2 degrees.
2 degrees.
Wow.
That was it.
I was like literally thinking about it today while I was driving. And I was like, don't forget to talk about this because you mentioned it last time. And I'm like, man, everyone's going to be like, nah, you looked that shit up during this whole week. But like, I totally forgot about it after we talked about it in the podcast. And then today it just like clicked in my brain again. I was like, oh my God, here's the goddamn link.
Yeah. Dang. Impressive.
Yeah. I knew I could do it. I was like, George Clooney can't be that far away from Kevin Bacon.
No, of course not. Yeah.
Impressive snake.
Impressive. Yeah. Oh, is it working?
I didn't hear anything.
Uh-oh. No, but Craig worked. I'm sad.
Aw. And she's your favorite. Double sad.
Yeah.
Like double stuffed Oreos, except the opposite.
Whoa, weird. Not even like, what the fuck? We heard Craig, right?
Yeah.
What is happening? Touch portal is there. Doing anything weird here? Wait, I think I might know. Get out of that.
There it is.
Impressive, Snake.
Oh,
I turned on
Little-
sonar after we started recording so I could
Oh, yeah.
do something with my earbuds, and it fucking took over. See what I mean?
Yep.
I fucking knew it. But yeah, 2 degrees of Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
That's speed running mode.
yeah.
Yeah, it is. Oh, man.
But yeah, I've been doing the same.
I've also
good.
been playing a lot of Minecraft this week. So,
Where have you been, man?
so Erock said you're
Are
gonna
you
be-
announcing?
Erock's- Huh?
Are you been you haven't been announcing on Discord?
No, not on your server. So Erock did his usual Erock thing and made his own Minecraft server.
Of course, the Pokemon one.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
I told him I would play with him too. Like you could also put that on the fucking Discord. Like,
Yeah, but Erock, he's like, oh, guys, he's gonna hate me, so he never says anything.
well, now I do
Hmm.
because he didn't fucking
I know,
invite,
yeah.
fucker.
So
Yeah. No, yeah, Jesse, you've just been on the server and stuff. And what else? Should I have something else on my mind? Oh, might be doing a well, not might be, will be doing. I'm already working on it. What I'm going to be calling a preview review. Because I wanna get some like indie games that I've been seeing and kind of getting my hands
Okay.
on. Yeah, I kind of want to do that in the Pixel Benders YouTube channel.
nice.
Just to do some like video stuff because it's so barren with video content.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'll if you guys are interested, it's going to be for a game being developed by one guy. Sorry, the dog came in with his collar on. And it's called Lay of the Land. Funny enough, it's a very Minecraft inspired game. So
Okay.
it's all voxel art, but like everything is like pixel voxels, not like 1 meter by 1 meter voxel
Mhm.
bricks.
Yeah.
So like everything is like 1 voxel big, and yeah,
Dang.
when you take an axe to a tree, like you chip away the voxels that it's made out of.
Huh.
So
That's kind of
yeah,
cool.
yeah. Right now it's obviously early access, being developed by one guy. He has a Patreon, $5 a month. You get early access to the game. So I was like, you know what? I want to kind of support indie developers out there because I know what it's like to try to develop something, and when you're like not financially supported to make the
Yeah.
thing you love, you lose motivation.
Well, and $5 a month really isn't that much. That's, I mean, for the players side.
Right. Yeah.
So that's a
to
good
support
deal,
the game. Yeah. You can wish list it on Steam. It's obviously not greenlit yet, so you can't do the early access through there. But yeah, I'll put the link in the description below if anyone's interested. But yeah, so far, what I've been playing is amazing. Like so far, it's not, the world's not randomly generated. Like the developer has like made a little island.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm guessing he's just doing that maybe for testing purposes. It's got like
Yeah.
multiple biomes. It's like a pretty big fucking map though. But I haven't really looked into like his roadmap or anything to see if that is his goal, is to make it procedurally generated worlds, just like
Mhm.
Minecraft or Valheim or something like that.
Yeah.
Even if he didn't, it plays pretty dope. So like maybe if he had like multiple maps, that'd be kind of cool. But yeah, the game's pretty dope. It's running on Unreal Engine. I think it's 5 Unreal Engine 5 because it's got RTX and global illumination and stuff. Just been kind of looking into that, and so yeah, I want to work on a little preview review. I'm trying not to, like, I'm like thinking of a way to start the video, and my brain immediately goes to the is it an insurance company, the Emu Limu?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was from oh my gosh, what was it? Liberty.
Liberty,
Yeah.
yeah. Liberty.
They got the
We're not-
weirdest commercials.
we're not programmed.
Liberty, and then Emu theme. emu. What is it? Whatever.
Emu, limu.
Yeah, with the police guy,
It's the weirdest
1970s
one,
cop
Yeah.
with the emu as a partner. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, so like every time in my head, I'm like preview review, and I hear it as in preview review, and I'm like, nope, I gotta change it to something. But yeah, look forward to that, guys. Get some video content on the channel.
Ooh.
Yeah. But yeah, without any further ado. Welcome back, everybody, to Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast, where we discuss the Metal Gear games from 1987 all the way to the present in chronological release date order. I am your host, Noise, and I am accompanied by my two emu lemus, German, aka Chronorizer.
Hey guys.
And Chris, aka Blue Rhino Boss.
Yo.
So this week we're I didn't watch any gameplay, but I'm going to be playing it in the background. We're just going to be talking about some Metal Gear Solid 3D on the 3DS. Have you guys ever seen any gameplay of it, or did you watch any gameplay on it?
I watched a bit of it this week. I watched a half or so of the virtual mission. And I kind of would be interested to play this a little bit on the 3DS.
Oh, really?
Just because of the way the setup is, yeah. I don't know. It seemed kind of interesting to me. So
without the Circle Pad Pro, you would definitely be doing the claw like German does on the PSP.
I can imagine, yeah. But I don't know. Just for the experience, I don't know if I necessarily play the whole game, but I at least want to try like moving around and stuff, and then some of the boss fights. Because I don't think I've seen any of those yet.
Okay.
But the way like the controls and everything, well, some of the options that they have on the second screen or whatever, I don't know. It looks interesting, so I'd be interested to try it out. Is this one of those games that you can use the 3D slider on the 3DS and it makes a difference, or is it not?
It does. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was made for 3DS, so yeah.
Cool. Because I remember when I was playing Generations on 3DS, I did that a lot. Use that little 3D slider to make it more 3D, which was kind of cool. It hurt my eyes after a while, so I could only do it for so long. But it was definitely fun and interesting. So I'd like to try it just for that.
Yeah, my problem with the 3D was I don't know if I've mentioned it in this podcast. I think maybe I mentioned it in the Monster podcast, but when I play handheld, after a while of like intense gameplay, like I am tilting the device.
Oh yeah.
Like for some reason, my right hand starts coming closer to my face than my left hand. And yeah, when I was playing like, so I didn't play Generations, but when I'm playing 4, because that one was a 3DS game. Actually, so was 3, right? Yeah, 3U.
3U, yeah.
Yeah, 3U and 4U were both 3DS games. Yeah, turning on that 3D after a bit, I'm like, like you could see the ghosting because your eyes aren't lined up the way they should be.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with those and definitely Ocarina of Time 3D. I played that one all the way through in 3D and it was fucking amazing. Like, I think that was for me the best game in 3D. That one and Majora's Mask 3D. They looked magnificent on that device. Yeah, German, what say you on interests of playing this or what you watched or whatnot?
I don't own this game. I would have loved to have owned this game. I actually didn't even know it existed until many years later when I was I was just trying to look for collectibles online on eBay or something like that.
Yeah.
And I found out there was like a special edition that came out in you know me, my special editions, right? There's a special edition that came out in I think it was Europe only. And it comes with this little like a kind of canteen or something like that. I don't know. It was this whole little bundle. I was like, dude, that's fucking dope. I'm like, why the fuck didn't I know about this shit? So in Europe only, I don't know if I would have gotten one, because I'd had to buy it on some site or something like that. But it's a game that I would like to play. Remember you were telling me how to use the R button, like triggers the crouch or something like that. What were you telling me?
Yeah, it's really weird. It's not like you could just press the bottom face button to crouch. No, you can press it to crouch. It's to roll.
To roll.
I don't know why they added the fact that you have to hold R for a second and then press the bottom face button. to roll. I was like, what? Like, why just make it that? Like, I understand that now you have the crouch walking.
Pressure sensitive? Is that? Oh, because the crouch walk is introduced in this one, right?
Yes,
Well,
this introduced the crouch walking to Snake Eater before Delta. Before anyone out there goes like, "What the Delta?" The Delta's not even out yet.
But so I'm thinking it is silly. So to answer your question, I would still like to play it. I would like to. I love 3. It's my favorite. I would like to see if there's any changes. Just I would like to play it in general.
3's your favorite?
Solid 3. Yeah, why? Shut up. And I don't know if you know this, but the boss, man, I love the boss. She's so cool.
I did not know that. That's okay.
Anyways,
crazy.
No, I would like to give it a shot. I would like to
mention that yet.
Yeah,
I would like to play it.
Yeah, you should have mentioned it when we did that game.
You would let it 3? Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I should have mentioned what I do to her when I fight her, huh?
Or when she was referenced in this last game we played.
I know.
Yeah, she's actually been referenced many times after that. Yeah. Not once.
Crazy. And so I would like to try it. But what I was gonna say, so I'm thinking some kind of technical limitations to an extent, because I've noticed in Peace Walker how likewise if you have to be running, like your quote unquote movement speed has to be at top speed for you in order to execute a roll. Otherwise, if you're if you literally just push like up and then square, if you're not in that top speed movement, you'll go into prone position, instead of rolling. So I'm assuming that might have been why they were like, oh, well, that's just kind of annoying. So let's just make it so they have to push this button in order to initiate. Which is it's pretty dumb in my opinion, but whatever. I'd give it a shot.
Yeah, it just it blows my mind that did Kojima Productions make this, or is this
a third party? I think I probably want to say it was handed off to a third party or something.
Huh.
If only I had a rope.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just blows my mind because obviously for the Master Collection, someone figured it out right away. Like they literally grabbed the code from this game and applied it to the Master Collection Snake Eater, and we just had crouch walking, and it works totally fine. You don't
Master Collection doesn't have crouch walking.
For the mod is what I'm saying.
Oh, the mod. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, because that's what I mean. Someone grabbed the files from this, and we're just like, hey, let me just, like it was almost like drag and drop. They just got it working, and it was like, what the fuck? Like, how'd you guys do this?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they got it fucking working. So I don't get how Koji Pro didn't figure this out of all companies in the world.
Who knows?
They're so good at not everything, but like technically, they're so good at figuring out the system that they're working on. So my guess is that this was most likely a third party company. Let me look it up. But yeah, like what the fuck?
No, publishers Konami, developers Konami, Konami, and Hex Drive. It says here.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So Hex Drive probably was what's it called? The porting company, and maybe they were just like what's it called? Like, hey, let's add this, and yeah, Konami didn't, or Koji Pro didn't actually code it. I don't know. It's a really weird decision to just add the right shoulder button for that.
that company, Hex, what was it? Hex, whatever. They also worked on Metal Gear Solid Social Op.
Oh, that's the next. I think that's the next one we're talking about, right?
Second Runner HD. They worked on the Wind Waker HD apparently. Monster Hunter Freedom Unite for iOS. Huh.
Really, dude, I fucking love that version of Freedom Unite. Because obviously it supported controller, but I didn't have a controller when it first came out for my phone. The touchscreen controls are so fucking good.
I heard they were good, yeah.
Because like, it's like, oh, you're just gonna have a button for, since I was gun lancing, like for reload, one for stab, one for swipe or whatever. It was gesture based, so everything, and it felt good. Like when I reloaded, I had to like hold the block button and then slide down, and it just felt like I was reloading.
Oh yeah.
So
they put some thought into it. Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Yeah. Like and they discontinued it from the App Store. Like, man, I don't know when, but it made me sad because I was like, why? It works so good on the phone, and I had Freedom Unite on my phone forever. Really good game. It almost makes me like sometimes want to like jailbreak my phone just so I could put it back on there.
I thought you said you said that if it was an iOS song, you could always download it or something like that. Am I wrong?
Well, if the developer stops updating it, the operating system itself rejects it, and you can't download it. Like it's still there. Like you could see it in your downloads, and you can like you can click the download button, but it'll be like, this is not compatible with this version of iOS. So if you have, I think I think the last iOS actually was 9 that it supported.
Oh wow.
So yeah, so if you still have a phone with iOS 9, and you bought that game, it was $20, dude. Like I'd never spent that much money on a fucking iOS app, but I was like, it's Monster Hunter, so I'm going to fucking play this on my phone. So if you bought it and you have like a phone with iOS 9 or a tablet with iOS 9 or below, it will work, which is dope. So I highly recommend it. But yeah, that's cool. Hex did that one also.
Yeah, so that makes me think. Then, like I said, could it be that they had an ideas on how to make it cooler, and Konami was like, "Nah, just fucking make it like this." Who knows? That's always one of those interesting questions. Is like the reason behind switching, making square your fire button and then switching it to R1 to modernize it, the controller schemes and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that always makes you question like who made these decisions. Sometimes decisions are made for the best, right? There's plenty of times where games they change some configuration, you're like, oh, it's so much better now. And there's times where they change. They're like, why the fuck you change it, man? It was good. It was good the way it was,
Yeah,
and go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking of which, this has the classic controls where left face button is the attack and everything. So yeah, not to confuse original fans. yeah, the original fans of Snake Eater, they'd be like, wait, I'm used to this kind of control scheme, but I wonder if this could have been an opportunity to introduce the Peace Walker controls to Snake Eater, the modern ones.
Yeah. But yeah, no, this game, said I never got to play it. I would love to own it, but I think it's a little pricey right now. So I'm always on the hunt. Like I dream of like finding like some gems at garage sales and shit like that, dude. Like literally dream. Like I'll have dreams where I'm like I go to some like fucking rummage sale or some shit like that, and the guy's got like fucking complete inbox, fucking Sega CDs and I mean all kinds of vintage shit, like complete inbox, and I'm like, and I started like fucking like foaming at the mouth, and I'm like, how much do you want for this? Like hoping he doesn't know what he has, kind of thing. He's like, I don't know, give me $100. Like fucking yeah, here, dude, $100. Yeah, dude, I dream of that shit, dude.
So I'm looking at the gameplay here. The button he presses to CQC is ZR.
I saw you pause on that.
So it is the MGS4 Peace Walker controls.
Okay.
Or maybe it gives you an option in the options. I can't remember.
You said you tried emulating it, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I honestly don't remember that being an option, but I guess yeah, I mean it is there. He did press ZR to do CQC. So yeah, it looks like they brought over the Peace Walker controls.
Okay.
Crouch walking
cool.
and all.
That's pretty cool, won't lie.
Yeah. Yeah, I wish when I was in your neck of the woods, German, a while back. Remember, I said I was like, "Hey, I found a fucking video game store."
Oh yeah, I've been to it actually. That's the one. This one has the signed Solid Snake and Liquid Snake.
They have what?
The picture I posted of the signed Liquid Snake and Solid Snake. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was like, "Hey, do you have any Metal Gear Solid games or Metal Gear games?" And of course, just the usual suspects. Yeah, I got Metal Gear Solid, Metal Gear Solid 2, Metal Gear Solid 3, Metal Gear Solid 4. I'm like, do you have any real Metal Gear games? No,
like
but
4?
yeah, I was like, no.
But they made a 4? What?
Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. I thought they just went straight to 5. But yeah, I was like, yeah, you don't have any like fucking like the NES ones or the UMDs or 3DS or anything like that. Or I was looking for Ghost Babel actually. I was like, dude.
Oh yeah.
If they had Ghost Babel, I'd be like, I'm gonna buy Game Boy Color today. But yeah, alas, they did not. But yeah, I was pretty damn interested in looking for some portable Metal Gear to play. But yeah, even if they did have it, I'm sure it would have been expensive.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, and the gameplay we're looking at is emulated, so it looks pretty good. But I'm sure it still looked pretty good anyways on that small screen.
Here's the best part.
I love it.
Oh yeah,
chop hands.
Because it's fucking X-Men.
The Sokolov.
Like what is? That's so funny.
What did you say last episode or the episode before? You didn't say Sokolov. You said something.
No, I think I was talking.
We were talking about Strangelove, but you said Sokolov, but you said his name fucking weird. I can't remember what it was.
I don't. Who knows what I say half the time anymore, dude?
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, what else can we say about this game? Because I mean, we know Snake Eater so well now.
Yeah.
Do you, Chris? Do you feel like you know this game? Like just watching this gameplay, you're just like,
who's that, Chris? Who's that?
Yeah, who's that? He's got a beret on. For those listeners, he's got a beret on.
Octopus, obviously.
Yes.
No, it's Ocelot. Yeah, not Revolver Ocelot. Not yet. Just
Not
Ocelot.
yet.
Well, he's not even Ocelot yet, is he?
Yeah, no,
No,
he's
he is
Major
Ocelot.
Ocelot.
Major Ocelot, yeah.
Oh, right, yeah.
What gun is he using right there?
I don't know.
It's I don't remember what it is, but I remember all I remember is that it's Chinese made because
That's right. Yeah.
fucking Snake makes fun of him for it.
Yeah.
Well, no, this one he jams it up and he gives him shit for trying a technique he's never tried in battle.
Yeah.
Not because he's using that kind of gun, but because he tried. He tried to fucking.
And then later on, he gets, I think it's a Makarov, an 8-shot or something like that. And he tells him, like, remember, he's like, oh, those are some nice engravings, but it won't give you any tactical advantage in battle or some shit like that. I always remember this scene. He's like, they're all laughing at him, and I was like, fuck, dude, I felt embarrassed. Like, fuck, dude, I do look stupid, fucking jujitsu shit. And then when you see this cutscene, you're like, oh shit, never mind. Okay, I'm pretty cool.
That stance.
Yeah. Oh man, but no, I love this game. I God damn it, dude. You know what? I've been thinking about I've looked into it a tiny bit, not much. I want to know if there's a way to do like a randomizer with Metal Gear.
That is interesting.
That'd be kind of interesting. You know, maybe even like a I don't know how to call them, but like a crossover randomizer, if you will. Like, remember I told you can do Link to the Past and Super Metroid? Yeah. So what if there was like Metal Gear 1 and 2 randomized, where like, you know, shit from Metal Gear 2 is in Metal Gear 1 and shit from Metal Gear 1 is 2 or 2 and 3 or all
going
three of those
rooms takes you to a different.
Yeah, dude. Like maybe every time you click on the node or some shit like that, it takes you to Metal Gear Solid 1. And then on Metal Gear Solid 1, every time you call a certain frequency, it takes you back to 2 or some shit like that. So you can progress like that. That'd be dope as hell, dude. If anyone knows how to make that happen, dude. That'd be fun, dude.
They could probably not with 1 and 2, but with 2 and 3, now that those are on PC and stuff, that would definitely be something that would work, because 1 is still being emulated even on the PC version.
Oh, really?
Of Master Collection, yeah.
But yeah, no, I think that'd be super fun. Like I said, I think I saw there was some kind of randomizer, but I didn't click on it. Just I didn't want to, get my hopes up. But I think it was for 1. Yeah, I know. And but I was like, how much could you really randomize that one? Like just where the PSG one is located, what room takes you where. Like there's not a whole lot more you can do with that game. But if you were to do like the whole crossover thing, that would be.
What if they randomized Acid and Acid 2?
Fuck, no. No, those have to stay the same.
God, imagine stage 7 and 13 randomized.
Yeah, they're not only randomized, but they're back to back. Oh hell!
Oh Jesus!
And at the very end, you fight what's his name, Le One.
Oh, the second battle. The second battle. Yeah, the second one. Oh,
yeah. There is a MGS1 item and weapon randomizer that I did know.
Yeah, that's the one I think I know too. But like again, like it just means like PSG1 instead of located in the B1, it's now located somewhere else, Nauticon's office or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Which is essentially what the randomizers for Zelda are, but they just, because they feel more open world in Zelda, than Shadow Moses. Shadow Moses is much more linear than any of the other Zeldas for the most part.
Yeah, that's the thing is randomizers really only work best on games that are semi-open world.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Link to the Past and Super Metroid, they're pretty open world-ish. I know Super Metroid unlocks as you progress.
They're linear, but with a branch off option where it's like, oh, you got hook shot and you can go A, B, or C now. So that opens up 3 branches. Versus here, it doesn't. You get PSG1, it just means you get to fight Sniper Wolf now. That's all it really does.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so no, like I said, I know they changed the Peritons to Yoshis on this one.
That's right.
So yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know if they did any other Nintendo things. Again, we could look them up, but
nah.
But, yeah, no, I know. I'd rather find it myself and play it one day.
But yeah, I mean the textures, you can kind of see the textures are pretty damn close to the PS2
clean,
version.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
They may be even cleaner than the PS2 version.
They look pretty damn clean to me. I'll tell you that one.
Yeah. Obviously, like I said, we're watching an emulated one, but if you were to compare it directly to the PS2 version, they're probably like 1-to-1. They probably just sharpen them up a little bit for the 3DS, obviously, because it has to be it has to be sharpened up for the 3D to work correctly. Otherwise, you're gonna get a blurry mess on the 3DS.
See that person there? That's the boss. Cool.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
That's the boss. I don't know if you guys do that.
I didn't know. I thought she looked a little familiar, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I thought it was Jenny from Forrest Gump.
Jenny from the block.
Oh,
Jenny from the block.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw The Boss, I was like, she looks just like Robin Wright. Like if there was a real life casting, Robin Wright would be perfect for The Boss. Like she's got that strong jawline. She's played strong women, like House of Cards. Jenny herself in Forrest Gump is a strong woman who, like when you watch that movie again, you're kind of like, oh, this actually isn't about Forrest Gump. It's about Jenny. Like just like her character arc is so fucking fucked up and crazy. You guys have seen it, right? I'm guessing Forrest Gump.
Yeah, Forrest Gump. Yeah.
Okay, I was about to say you guys are very quiet about this Forrest Gump movie.
Thinking about it, I don't know. I love Forrest Gump, by the way. I do like that movie a lot. I used to watch it all the time. I haven't seen it in a minute, but actually, when I was growing up and it came out, I think I was in middle school, and we watched it in class. And trust me, I'm stupid. I thought it was like a real fucking like a documentary, almost kind of, not a documentary. Yeah. What's the other word? Like a
biopic?
Biography, right? And my friends were like, "There's not." I'm like, "Yeah, it is, dude." It's like, "No." I'm like, "Dude, they have the footage of him with the president and all that shit,
Yeah, and he's shaking the president's hand right there.
Yeah. And we went to my teacher. I still remember. Yeah, we go to my teacher and I'm like, "Teacher," and he's like, "Her mom thinks fucking this is real," and she's like, "You think it's real?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude." And she's like, "So you think one guy did all of that?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's why they made a movie out of it, dude. This guy was fucking incredible. He was the big boss, before Big Boss, right?" And she looked at me, and it wasn't until many years later.
And Forrest Gump is Big Boss.
And she's all like, "Okay," and she's like, "Well, you know what?" She goes, "If you think one man could do all of that, then that's awesome. That's what did she say? Something along the lines of like, you can do it too, kind of thing. Like, yeah, you can do whatever you put your mind to it, And I believed it for like a year or two, and then after many years later,
so you're telling me she didn't clear it up for you?
No, she didn't. She kind of let me believe that one dude did all that. One dude won the ping pong nationals, invested in Apple, fucking owned the shrimp, went to Vietnam.
Shrimp.
Yeah, one guy did all of that. All of that. That's one dude. I'm like, damn, that guy was awesome, dude. Why don't we celebrate him instead of Columbus or something?
It probably reinforced the bubblegum shrimp part. Probably hella reinforced it in your mind because it exists in real life.
Yeah, no, I thought it was real.
And then they had his goddamn shoes there at Fisherman's Wharf.
Well, I don't think I'd seen that. We did go on a field trip like many years after that, I think.
You haven't been to the bench?
No, not when I'd seen that movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Or maybe I did, and that's why I reinforced it, like you said. Who knows? I don't remember the timeline no more. But yeah, the point is, I thought it was real. I really did. I was like, dude, this guy is fucking incredible.
That's great.
He met Elvis. He met Richard Nixon.
Yeah.
Well, shot in the butt.
Not only just met Elvis, but like he inspired the way he dances.
Yeah, dude, I straight up did believe it was real. But I really recently just thought about this too. It's funny that you mentioned it. I recently just thought about. I'm like, damn, I was stupid back then.
Yeah, I mean the things we would believe and the things we would say too. Like as a kid, you just make up the most outlandish shit, and getting your friends to believe it is the best part.
Yep.
Whoa, wait, hold on a second. That cure screen, it doesn't look like they're applying individual items to it. Do you see that?
Yeah.
No,
they're
so
just
it
clicking it.
No, I'm assuming that's the bottom screen. That's what he's clicking on.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. We're not seeing the second screen.
Yeah, I didn't get this far in this, so I didn't.
Yeah, I'm assuming the bottom screen has got like the individual item.
Yeah, bandage. What the fuck is it? What is it for a cut, German? See if you
cut, bandage, antiseptic, stitches.
Isn't there a fourth one? Disinfectant?
Probably. Yeah, disinfectant. Isn't that what antiseptic is? No, that's for bleeding, right?
I don't remember now.
I think antiseptic
stops bleeding.
Antiseptic, so I would think disinfectant.
But I think they just called it septic in the game, wasn't it?
No.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Well,
who knows?
Oh, hold on.
Someone out there knows.
Only who had a rope.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna look at it right now. Hold on. Medical.
Oh, this is the Rochambeau scene.
Yeah.
Rock, paper, scissors. Where did the term Rochambeau come from?
It's Russian. I mean, Russian. Sorry, French.
Is it?
Yeah.
This is one of those things that kids make up.
Yeah.
Survival knife, fork, cigar, bandage, disinfectant. Fork? Yeah. Remember when you're fucking in the prison, you can use the fork to the tracer. So you got bandage, disinfected, and it's got septic.
Oh,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Oh, yeah. So septic is used to stop open wounds from bleeding, and disinfectant is used to disinfect. And then there's ointment and a splint as well.
Okay.
And what did you want me to look up right now? Something you said?
Rochambeau. You said you're gonna.
Oh yeah, Rochambeau.
Oh,
Rochambeau. It's one word, by the way.
yeah. Because I don't know if you searched it the same way, like 3 words: row, sham,
that's what I
and
tried
bow.
Uh-huh.
And it's
one word.
It's spelled
Rochambeau.
Rochambeau, like bow, like that's my bow.
Oh.
Beau.
Yeah. Definitely French
Rochambeau.
then.
Spy Rochambeau.
Yeah. What's it mean?
Come to Rochambeau. Yeah. What does that mean?
A British surrender in Yorktown, 1981. General Washington is
1781.
1781. Played with
It was like 1981.
Cornwallis and Comte de Rochambeau. Comte something.
Comte.
Comte de Rochambeau. So, okay,
it's named
who the fuck
after
is
a
that
dude.
guy? Yeah, then fucking tell me that.
That's how they won the war.
He was
They played rock, paper, scissors.
Low.
That's how they did it.
Yeah.
Rochambeau was a French Royal Army officer. Yeah, so it is French. Yeah, well, it's a French name.
Right. Crazy.
Okay.
We learned something.
Yeah.
We don't often do that. We don't have to teach our listeners anything.
But yeah, no, what else can be said? I wonder, since it was Nintendo, I don't think so, because I was scrubbing too myself. I was scrubbing further into the game. If they had censored anything.
Like the crotch grabbing or the boob grabbing?
Yeah, and I just got to the scene where Eva's, when you meet her at the top of the the mountain, whatever, and nope, her shirt's off and everything. Nothing was changed there. So it looks like they kept it all intact, I guess. I think I saw the scene where she gets electrified. And yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Kojima Productions and Nintendo have a pretty good repertoire. Like Twin Snakes, Ghost Babel.
I mean, they were freaking a powerhouse back in the Nintendo era and Super Nintendo.
Who Nintendo or
Konami and Konami and Nintendo. I would say 80 to 90% of the games released on Nintendo by Konami were fucking smash.
Yeah, I mean Contra, Castlevania,
Life Force. Too many. I wouldn't know the top one, all of them off my head, but every single one's. I would argue Bayou Billy, Adventures of Bayou Billy is pretty good. It was an ambitious game for its time.
Bayou Billy.
You never play that one?
No, I don't think so.
Dude, it's kind of funky, but what's the word I'm looking for? The technology, but the concept was awesome. Mm-hmm. You played this game and it had a side scroller beat 'em up. It had a driving stage. It had a fucking light gun stage, which if you didn't have the light gun, you could play option B, which you would use a cruiser. So you use your controller D-pad, and I think maybe one other mode. So pretty much to beat this game, you had to be proficient at like multiple types of games. You know what I'm saying? You had to be good at racing. Sick. You had to be good at beat 'em ups. You had to be good at fucking shoot 'ems. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I've never beaten that game without cheat codes, but it's a fun game for sure.
Oh.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel bad because I feel like I would have loved to have played this, but I also think I'm ready to keep moving on because I know there's stuff coming up that. Again, how many times can we play this one game? So I also get it.
No, German. How many times can you play this one game?
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Metal Gear 3 and like Ocarina of Time, I could probably play those forever.
Yeah, that's how I am with Solid 1 and Ocarina of Time. Like, yeah, you just. I think I've mentioned it before. Like, if I ever end up in a home and I have like Alzheimer's, like just those 2 games, I'm sure I'll be fine for the rest of my life.
I know. Actually, I've yet to. I guess I'll put it out there in the podcast. Official. Yeah, if I ever do, hopefully not. Hopefully, none of us ever do. But yeah, if I ever get like Alzheimer's or whatnot, like just play some Ocarina. Just play some NES music, dude. Just play some fucking NES music or put some NES YouTube. I swear to God, I'll come back. I'll be like, oh shit, I know this part. Jump over here, jump over. Like
I know who I am.
No, and it's funny because I've read some articles about that they say that. They've done studies where, like they play music from that, that particular patient's genre or whatever, whatever you want to call it from their youth, and the amount of brain activity they see is, like incredible, right? And I'm like, why aren't we doing more of that then? Why aren't we like, actually
it's all about medicine instead of like actual stimulation.
Exactly. It's so dumb. I'm like, if we have these results, and again, I'm not a doctor, so maybe those are biased results. Who knows? Whatever, but yeah, if it's shown to be kind of, and people have vouched for like, yeah, dude, like my dad, we put on this old, family, home movie, and he like, oh shit, like he remembered those noises, those voices, all of that triggers stuff in your brain, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, yeah, that's why I think I did tell my sisters or something one day. I was like, yeah, just fucking put on some Zelda or some NES. I'm like, dude, yeah, that's all you got to do. Just fucking play. Put a YouTube, let's play fucking playlist of NES games, and then I'll be good,
Fucking put me on Twitch, man. Make a profit of me.
Yeah, no shit, dude. Yeah.
I don't mind.
But yeah, no, fuck. I was gonna say something else about this too. The fucking, I don't know where I was going with this, but yeah, the point is, sound. Oh, I know where I was going with this. They say, and this is something that I do believe is they say that one of the last things to shut off when you die is audible is what you hear, and I kind of believe it to be true. I think it's probably one of the last things. That's why my wife works, she's worked at the hospitals before too. And she says that like, she's been told by nurses or doctors or whatever, that like, if someone's like if like they're literally dying, the last one to do is like say shit that's fucked up, like that's why like remember Iron Man, like when he's dying, she's like, it's okay, Tony, like you can go, we're safe, like shit like that
you
is,
can rest now.
Yeah, it is much better for someone than being like, the Johnny, no, don't die, like that, like it's probably not good,
Yeah, Snake.
Yeah, no shit. Snake, at least fucking how not how
German.
Huey, he's like, I'm telling you, I laughed so hard.
That's the last thing Snake is hearing as he's dying, motherfucker.
No, I'm telling you, the one that made me laugh was when Huey's like, Snake, at least give her the letter.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
what a fucking
kidding me, fucking Huey, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, dude. Oh man. But yeah, no, like I said, yeah, I'm watching the crouch. God, I kind of want to play with that crouch now, dude. Hey, Delta, it's around the corner. Well, because this is like crouch and then go straight into prone and start crawling. So that's what Peace Walker should have done. Again, unknown why.
It's so weird, yeah, that they didn't do that.
I'm telling you, it was a Kojima saying like, "Fuck you guys." Like it literally is, dude. It can't be any other reason.
They probably were like, "This is too easy. We need to restrict the player," which is fine. Like I know I didn't really miss it. Once you get used to it, you're just like, okay, whatever, just crouch walk. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's why they did it. They were kind of like, you're already OP as soon as you get that fucking sneaking suit.
Oh, so it's just like, for sure.
Now you want to crawl? Like, Jesus Christ.
But also, I think I do think that by not allowing crawling, or at least like a quote unquote like a very specific crawling, you eliminated a lot of opportunities to make the maps more interesting. You can't crawl in any deaths and events, like all that's gone. I did find in Peace Walker, like if I got caught, like hiding, quote unquote, was fucking hard, dude. Like, because there's nothing to crawl under, like it's not like other games where like you could hide a little easier. I feel on this one, it's like you got caught, you had to take them all out. Like there was no fucking way.
Yeah, you're
like,
fucked.
Hide.
Time to start cutting throats, right, Chris?
Yep, absolutely.
My neck. That was the best part of watching your stream, was the fucking what was it called, River Styx, or what is it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just the fact that it popped up and gave him the clue, the menu, and he still didn't notice. I was like, oh no, we're gonna be here a while. Fuck.
Well, but I still think it's funny that I'm watching, like, oh, I want to see how many people he's killed, and that river is pretty long, and I'm just seeing scientists after scientists. Like, what the fuck? And you're like, oh yeah, you're like, you missed it, dude. Like he fucking just went crazy on these guys. Like what?
Rykov fucking killed Rykov also.
That's right.
Like Gartai expected. Gartai, but I'm like, and these scientists weren't shot; they were sliced too. And I'm like, what the fuck? I kept trying to interrogate him, but I kept fucking like.
I literally had no idea you could kill Rykov and he would show up there. But yeah, I was like, holy shit, he fucking killed him.
Oh man, that was fun.
Good times. Okay.
So yeah,
we're gonna say.
No, I was gonna say. So yeah, no, like we're doing this one, and we're doing that social ops, which I have zero clue on what it fucking is.
Yeah, I don't even know. I haven't looked at any footage whatsoever. So I think we'll fucking do it live, like Bill O'Reilly. We'll just look at it and react to it, I guess, because I don't know shit about that game. I think it was. Was it a game? What the fuck even was it? Let me at least, let's see. Metal Gear Social Ops. I don't remember if it was like a Japan only thing. Yeah, exclusively for Japan, iOS and Android devices.
That's why you never got it.
Yeah, Hexa Drive, like you said. Ah, okay. And it looks like it's still set with Naked Snake. It still follows Naked Snake. Oh shit! Pupa's in here.
Huh.
That's interesting. Okay, I'm actually pretty interested in watching this gameplay now. But yeah, I mean it's the same game, 1-to-1. So this is
Peace Walker.
no,
you're talking about 3. Okay.
3, yeah.
Okay, what the fuck?
Which is good. Like they didn't censor it like you were saying. It's the first 1-to-1 remake of Snake Eater, obviously.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Remember how we were talking about what's that one? Twin Snakes. And me and Chris liked it overall, right? We did like, first of all, but I didn't like some of the music choices. I like some of the like I'm telling you, like the disco alert phase. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
Dude, it pulls me out so hard. Like if I could mod it and just change the music, like I would be much happier. Like
sure. No, I agreed. Yeah, and like I said, I've mentioned it on that episode, but especially how the guards just spawn out of fucking nowhere too. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah. You could literally see them pop in, like, what? There's no door here.
Yeah, they got right, and it's 2 of them. It's they do the formation, the Metal Gear Solid 2 formation with the right shield and one guy in the back, but anyways, yeah, freaking if this game had changed the music, or sometimes even when games change sound effects, it can take away from me. I'm a very auditorial guy. Like I like my sounds. That's why, like, I think I don't know if I mentioned it, but like if I watch like an anime and I first start watching it in English, I have to finish it in English because that's just what I'm used to. If I first started in Japanese, then that's what I must watch it in. So I'm like, I don't really care what I watch it in. It's just whatever I happen to be the first one to watch it. That's what I'll end up liking. Yeah. Because then everything after that sounds weird. So I remember for a lot of Spanish dubbed movies, God, how I hate them because they sound so wrong. Like I'm used to these movies in English.
Yeah.
And then I watch them
the same fucking 4 people.
Well, yeah,
that's what it sounds like.
And not only that, but like you can totally tell the production qualities. It's literally, again, I guess the word is dubbed. It's dubbed over, but it's dubbed over in a way where like you know what I'm saying? This old dub was like you can 100% tell it's in a recording studio, and people are just reading there's translated script.
There's no what's it called?
Acting, I guess.
There's no emotion behind it. They're just like reading lines.
They're reading lines, and I hated it to the passion, dude. There's been better development recently with sub or dub movies and stuff like that, but yeah, that's the one thing I couldn't stand, But anyways, yeah, if they had changed, like I said, obviously we haven't played the game, but from the looks of it, the only thing that's changed to Yoshi and possibly maybe 1 or 2 other Mario references out there, maybe in the scientist lab. Oh, actually, I think there is one. Isn't there like a Mario inside of Granon's lab or something like that?
Possibly.
I think there's a Mario in there, but nonetheless, like I said, yeah, like don't fuck with my sounds. Like that's one thing I really, really don't like. Keep it stuff a read. And it's weird because
it's shoes.
Huh? It's shoes, yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Let me ask you guys a question. Let's see if you have any opinion on this. Do you guys like the Super Mario All-Star for Super Nintendo?
Yes.
You guys play it? You know it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't like it because it changes from the original. It like all the sound, like it's just a little different. I can't stand.
Oh yeah, even the sounds definitely throw me off.
Like Super Mario 3 too. Like I tried playing 3. And I was like, oh no, I'm just gonna play original 3. I can't play.
I'm pretty sure 3 is the same as far as sounds.
Sounds I don't know, but for sure visually they changed up all the sprites. They made them a little, I don't know, happier. I don't know. I can't stand it.
Well, what's funny is for 1, they made the sprites for 1 look more like 3.
Oh really? Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah.
And the physics are more like 3. They changed that for sure.
Like
it's
a lot more floaty. Yeah.
Well, it's not just floaty, but it's also much more precise because if you play 1,
oh yeah,
if you play 1, you will slide off a fucking.
Not just that, but you're committed like 80% to a jump. Versus 3, you can like break in midair and like, nope, let me go back.
Exactly. Yeah. And if you're holding jump when you stomp on something out of existence, you
get that boost.
You get that higher jump, but in 1, that is not a mechanic.
Nope.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So so definitely that's something I got to keep in mind when I'm like playing the game. I'm like, okay, don't try to use this dude to jump higher because you're not gonna fucking do it. But yeah, I don't see any Mario things in
I
Grandin's
don't either.
office. I'm looking.
But he's not pushing R1. He didn't do that R1.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
This
probably in the R1.
This is Chris probably playing.
Yeah.
But
much.
But what I was gonna say, so like it's funny because like so I grew up with the originals on the NES, and there's a lot of people that I've met and some YouTubers that they're younger than I, so they're barely in their 30s. They grew up with the All-Star versions, and they're like, oh, All-Star is one of my. I'm like, All-Star, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like because that's what they grew up with. So if they play the originals, like, ew, it sounds horrible. It looks ugly.
Now you know what I feel when people are like, yeah, Twin Sticks was my first Metal Gear Solid. I'm like, ugh. Gross.
Yeah. I get you. Yeah, no, 100%. No, I definitely understand that. But yeah, so anyways,
well, yeah, like, the All-Star, I prefer All-Stars compared to, have you played the Game Boy Advance versions of those games?
I have not, but I've seen them. Yeah.
Dude, those are auditory changes, and I hate those ones. Like, they remade 1, 2, and 3, and whenever Mario picks up a fucking item, he goes, woohoo, just what I needed. And it's like, why? I don't need him to talk. Just, it's a fucking mushroom. He doesn't need anything. I don't need him to
I agree. All-Stars better. Which to me, it's like, I do get mad because I'm like, damn.
And you can save an All-Stars.
Oh, you can? Okay, I don't remember. I played it, but I was
one, like, on NES, like, you're committed.
Oh, sure.
Don't turn off your NES.
No. They, like, and I remember this was obviously pre me having internet, but they also have the lost levels, and I was like, "Ooh, what's this?" And I was like, I remember playing it, and what's funny about it is this is pre fucking ROMs or custom ROMs, ROM hacks. It felt like a ROM hack,
Yes,
so I'm like,
it very
what
much
the
does.
fuck is this, right? I felt like a fan made kind of game, which is funny. This is words that didn't exist at that time in my vocabulary, and that's how I felt. I'm like, this felt like someone made this, as what do you call spiritual successor kind of thing. It wasn't until many years later, so I never beat it because I'm like, ew, no.
I've still never beat lost levels.
Yeah, many years later, that's
so brutal.
The Japanese Mario 2, and I'm like, fuck. Now I kind of wish I would have played that one.
Yeah, because our Super Mario Brothers 2 is actually called Super Mario USA.
Yeah,
in Japan.
Yeah, exactly. Because for them, it was a reskin for us.
From Doki Doki Panic. Yeah.
But yeah, so yeah, I still want to beat the lost levels, but I'm like, I said at the time, I was just like, I just didn't know. I thought, like I said, that was a ROM. It was a ROM game. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's so funny how like,
oh, this scene is so stupid. Like, hey, there's a hole in the gas tank. We should both look at it.
Yeah.
But aren't you driving? Yeah.
I know.
Eva,
but
I need you. I can't fly the wig without you. What a great! This is so fucking funny, dude. Like that's such a that's the humor I like in this game. Like Kojima was like, it'd be really funny right here is if Eva thought that Snake actually liked her for a second while she's probably dying.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, seriously, I don't know how to fly this thing. Like, oh man. But yeah, I mean, it looks good. Like this really made me want to go get my fucking 3DS back from our niece. Like, hey, I want to kind of find this game, but I gotta find the game first. And say that one more time. I need you. I can't fly the wig by myself. Oh right, we're in a life and death situation.
I know,
but yeah, I mean, the full motion videos are there. Oh, have you seen this fight, Sherman?
I love it.
Yeah, you've seen this.
I feel so sad that Chris didn't. Like he killed her pretty quickly. He didn't even get to the song. The song plays, Chris. So beautiful.
Yeah. Oh man, we skipped Ladder Boss, but oh well.
I actually saw it on my side.
Yeah. Yeah, I still can't believe after all these years that I didn't notice the fucking blue exclamation point over her head that literally tells you when to fucking CQC her.
Yeah.
No wonder I struggled for so many years. I'm like, why the fuck is this boss fight so goddamn hard? And then I finally started doing the speed running strat where it's just like fucking knock her down, sniper, gas her, knock her down, sniper, gas her.
Now that I'm thinking about it, for Delta, I wonder if so remember I was talking about Peace Walker, how you have like almost no fucking iframes for the machine gun fire. On even not just on the Pupas and stuff, even on soldiers. There's a couple soldiers with the heavy machine guns.
Yeah.
And they'll melt your ass. So I wonder if they're gonna do something like that on this game. Because you gotta admit, like when she knocks you down and then she's sitting there holding down the trigger button and that hurts you. Yeah, you have hella iframes. You're like, okay, yeah, just get up and run away. I remember every time like it does take you a little bit away from the game. So I wonder if they're gonna make this boss fight a little bit more realistic, a little harder. Like I said, I don't know. Like I said, I don't want this day to come because I'm afraid I'll be disappointed. But I can't wait till it's fucking August. What is it, 28th or whatever?
Is that when it is? August 28th?
Something like that. Like it was like a couple days after his birthday, I believe. Which is again, why
Missed opportunity.
Yeah, it's like what the fuck. I'm telling you, they're playing the long con, dude.
Yeah. Like I've been working for Konami this whole time.
I know.
Here's Silent Hills.
I know, right? Yeah,
I'm still in
PT.
denial, kind of. Yeah, I can't wait for you guys to play PT, especially German. God damn it! Like,
Oh, dude.
German's gonna be like, nope, I didn't even beat it. It's too scared.
I'll watch it. No, I'll try, man. The only thing I can't do is if it's like the old school Resident Evils where you have to like manage your ammo and stuff like that.
No. It's just a demo. It's literally just trying to
an hour
compare it to. Well, I mean, I could do it in like 12 minutes.
Oh yeah, jeez.
But yeah, I held the world record for a month.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and then people started using my strats and got even better. And I was like, motherfuckers. I was like, well, it was nice. It was a nice month.
Ah, man.
Yeah, I think I knocked it down to like 11 minutes something. But yeah, then people started doing like sub 10, and I was like, fuck. I was like, where'd you get that extra fucking minute? Speedrunners are crazy, man.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys remember way back when we played MGS2. There was that scene. We managed to avoid drowning. Good job. You remember that?
Yes.
And I had mentioned that I'd heard that before in a video from years and years ago.
Right.
Okay.
I had seen it in a video. I found the video I heard that in.
Oh, okay.
What is it?
I will send it to you, Noise. If you'd like to play it, you can.
Yeah.
It's an old meme video, I guess you could call it. It's about Dragon Ball primarily.
Okay.
So German, you'll probably get a kick out of this, but it's at the end of it. You can play the whole thing if you want, or just the end, whatever. I don't care. But it's one of those old videos. It's an older video from probably 15 years ago or so, maybe even more.
Oh, from like the Chocolate Rain era?
Yeah.
Leave Brady alone.
I sent it to Spy for some reason. I'm not sure why. Let me try that again.
Spy's going to be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Sacre bleu, he's going to say.
Yeah. There you are. Okay.
You probably knew who Rochambeau was, too.
Yeah, he's
probably in his history books.
He's like, these fools don't know that we invented rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, this is the video my friend sent me the other day, and I was like, oh, that's what it's from.
Here it is.
Realized we're going to be needing the Dragon Radar.
Oh, I had it, but then I gave it to Piccolo, right?
Yes, that's
right.
But I think it's in my other pants pocket. Only, it doesn't make a bit of difference, guys. 10 days gone, remember? The balls are inert.
Wait a second. I think we're jumping the gun a bit.
What? The balls are inert. It doesn't make a bit of difference, guys.
But it's still there.
Yes, but I think it doesn't make a bit of difference, guys.
What is happening?
The balls are inert.
But it's
Gohan, the balls are inert. Gohan.
But it's
impossible. My balls aren't there.
It's in my other pants pocket. Only, it doesn't make a bit of difference, guys.
Can't be. My balls
are inert.
Does that mean they don't work?
Yes, I've been keeping tabs on the man lately. Only, it doesn't make a bit of difference, guys.
Just take a look at this. Stop it. Don't open that door.
Oh shit, this truck is pulling on me. Oh god, it's gonna crush my face. I'm gonna punch it. Oh shit, oh god, my face is hurting. Oh god, this is getting close. I can't stop it. Oh god, the truck's gonna crash me. Oh shit, god damn it, dude. Why did you pull this fucking truck on me? Oh god, just gonna smash me. Oh god, this is freaking. Oh, it's getting closer. Oh shit, I go there, get all off.
What is this from?
What? What is this?
Super Mario Sunshine.
Yes,
Oh my god, a Twin Snakes reference?
it's obvious. I guess I let the stress get to my balls.
Stop it. Hammer time.
Hey, I just realized.
The balls in my other pants make a bit of difference, guys. Unless he's managed to improve in the last hour.
I am Oscar Tachibana, handler.
Balls.
Hey, I just realized.
We've managed to avoid drowning. Good job.
There it is.
We've managed to avoid
Balls. The balls are in.
Getting huge.
So they
Just
just
that little
threw
clip.
a
Just
random
that
ass
little
metal
clip.
gear.
18 years ago. Oh my god.
Yeah, that sounds. Yep.
That's funny.
That is almost like Gen 1 YouTube fucking video.
Yeah, no, you could totally super clipped together, and I mean, it was there was some funny stuff in there. It was
It's
fun.
like the
Yeah.
OG shit post.
yeah.
But yeah, that's where I first heard that.
That's funny.
The editing made me think of that video that I posted on our Discord. That someone edited just like a bunch of like TV and movie scenes to do the fucking "Lose Yourself" Eminem song.
Oh yeah.
Like the dedication. Like holy Christ! Like how did you find all those fucking clips for almost the whole song? Like 2 verses for sure. I was like, wow,
Jeez.
crazy. But yeah, how did we get on that? Oh, the drowning thing. That's right.
Yeah. Yeah, my friend sent me that like 3 days ago, I think it was.
Mhm.
And I was like,
Oh,
oh, let's
really?
remember this for the podcast because that was the whole thing. And I finally found the video.
Did he send it to you as a like, hey Chris, remember this, or did
Yeah.
he send it to you saying like,
Yeah,
oh,
pretty
okay.
much. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, there was some funny shit. There's the one video I keep trying to find where it was like red. It wasn't red versus blue, but it was after red versus blue. So people were trying to copy them. But yeah, it was just like this little skit with a red guy and a blue guy, and Mario comes out at the end of it and shit. And I was like, dude, it was again out of nowhere. Mario just comes out. He's like, Mario Luigi. And again, sounds stupid, but he's like, I was like, dude, I remember watching that like 1 in the morning. Like, dude, that shit was fucking funny. You know, like the shit we laughed at when we were fucking young and 1 in the morning,
Yeah.
fucking with nothing else to do. You know?
Yeah, and then you try to show somebody else, and they don't even laugh, and they're like,
Yeah, and then you're
right?
Yeah.
Fuck?
I thought it was funny.
Glad I wasted my time. Yeah.
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 I didn't notice the logo, the 3D is inside a dog tag.
Let me see.
Oh.
Yeah. But right there.
Oh yeah.
Didn't even dawn on me.
Yeah, I think I'm talking for the special edition. You get a dog tag, some little like a canvas. Ah man, so I'm pissed I didn't get that.
Yeah. I don't know why I didn't buy it. I had a 3DS. I was buying Nintendo stuff back then. So I don't know why I was not tempted to grab it. It's kind of strange. All right. Well, do we have any other words to say about this game we didn't play, but we did play?
No, I wish I would have bought it. That's the last thing I'll say about that. So I can beat the boss up. So I can have another way to beat her up.
Yeah, I'm sure she appreciates it. Chris, any words on this?
Yeah, I wish I was a little bit taller. I wish I was a baller.
Mm-hmm.
You wish you had a girl who looked good,
What's
you
her
would
name?
call her?
Yeah.
Skilo, you need money. You know
Wish
that?
you had a rabbit in a hat with a bat and a 6-foot collar?
That's from a fucking Family Guy, which I don't watch anymore. I haven't seen that shit in like 15 years. But there was every now and then I'll get shorts on YouTube or Facebook about it. And one of the shorts it was fucking Skilo. And I don't know if a genie comes out, I think. And he's all like, I wish I had a rabbit and whatever. And then Peter Griffin's like, Skilo, you need money.
No, I have not seen that. That's right. Fucking, why was it posted here? Daniel posted something in the spoilers, but I don't feel like it's spoilers for Chris.
Some of the
Yeah, because this is, let's see if Chris can see this. Can you see this?
Yeah.
basics of CQC.
Shut the hell up, Lois! You're not the boss of me! I know everything there is to about CQC. First off, make sure you have a weapon equipped that has the CQC symbol on the bottom left of its icon. Once you've found an enemy, you have 2 options from this point. The first is to sprint up to the enemy, and while you're sprinting, hold down the action button, which is B on Xbox and circle on PlayStation. This initiates a CQC slam, which will knock the enemy unconscious for a short while. The time an enemy stays unconscious is indicated by how many stars are floating above their head, the maximum being 5. I would recommend shooting the enemy with the MK-22 trank gun so they stay down for as long as possible. Now, the second method of taking down the enemy is the CQC grab. To initiate this move, slowly walk up to the enemy using the directional buttons and then hold down the action button to grab the enemy in a chokehold. Make sure to keep the action button held down so the enemy cannot escape. You can hold down the left trigger, which is LT on Xbox and L2 on PlayStation, to interrogate the enemy. After you've interrogated the enemy, you have 4 options. Number 1 is to choke out the enemy by pressing the action button repeatedly. Number 2 is to slit the enemy's throat by pressing Y on Xbox.
This is what
Y
AI
on
is for.
PlayStation. Number 3 is the CQC throw, which you perform by letting go of the action button and immediately pressing it again while pushing the left joystick in any direction. After you've thrown them to the ground, hold square on PlayStation or X on Xbox to aim your weapon at them and hold
I
them
love
up
how
so
it just
they don't
keeps
move.
referring to the
final
platforms.
technique is to use the enemy as a human shield by pressing X on Xbox or square on PlayStation to pull out your gun, provided you had a pistol equipped during the initial grab. That's just about every CQC technique you need to be a master at MGS3.
God damn, is this fucking 5 minutes long?
Peter, can you teach us camouflage next so we know how to be invisible?
Ah, I see why the spoilers. That's where I'll stop it. Thank you, Daniel, for putting that in the spoiler Discord chat. Yeah, I guess I must have stopped it early, but yeah, okay. Yeah. AI voices, that's what they're for.
Yep.
Have you guys seen the ones that are taking a cartoon character or video game character and then transforming them into a real life person, like what they would look like if they're real?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Some of those are pretty darn good, man.
Some of them are disturbing as fuck. I think there's like a Homer one that's like, ugh.
Sure. Yeah, some of those are 100% like you can't make that realist. But some, I'm like, dude, that looks like fucking like some Avatar ones that I've seen. I'm like, dude, that looks like fucking what Aang would look like in real life, or Katara, and you know. Like I said, like one that I saw was like for like Foster's Imaginary Home, and like what's her name? I forgot her name. The girl Ralphie or Mickey, whatever the fuck. Frankie. She looked okay, and then they went to Blue, which is just a blue fucking parabola. You know, it just looked like the AI had no idea what to do with it. Like, yeah, here you go. Here's this 3D fucking blue blob. Yeah. And then Mac looked wrong. He looked like a big-headed fucking freak. It didn't look right. But most of them look good, though, which is really cool. Like I said, this shit's getting, like you said, Noise, it's getting really good.
I mean, look at this thing.
Oh, damn, hell no.
It's so disturbing.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
The best one I think so far is the Lord of the Rings with all Arnold Schwarzenegger voices.
Yes. I love that. That's it. I literally like right away thought about those that you sent because of the to lose yourself. Like there was like a 1 or 2 lines from Arnold for the Eminem song, and I was like, oh, God damn it. Fucking Arnie.
Hearing Arnold say, "I'll die before I trust an elf."
Yeah.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check to see because I always forget to check for any reviews or anything. Wait, did I read this one? Oh yes, I did read that one. Yeah, okay. Well, if we have no further thoughts on MGS3D, I forgot that there's a D in there.
Big D too.
Big D. Yeah, Snake has big 3D energy. So yeah, we'll cover social ops next. I'll look up some gameplay video or something, and we'll watch that as we do the pod.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, and it looks like it is set also in this time period ish. Most because it's got Pupa in there, which is strange. So it might be more closely related to Peace Walker than Snake Eater or Portable Ops. And I'm really curious why social ops. Like, was this like a pre-Pokemon Go type of thing? You know, because you might have to like interact with other people to get shit done.
Yeah.
Who knows? Or Monster Hunter Now, where you could like hook up with other friends and be like, hey, let's take down Pupa or Chrysalis or Cocoon.
Yeah. I was thinking like I've never played them, but like Japan had the Kingdom Hearts Key, I think it was called, for mobile, which was like you'd form like little communities or some bullshit like that, and you'd go collect hearts or something. I don't fucking know. It was the whole mobile thing.
Huh.
They like their mobiles. That's what's funny. Japan loves mobile.
Yeah, dude. I mean, that's why Monster Hunter was so goddamn big. People playing them on the fucking trains and shit, and I think that's why. I don't know. It may just be me, but I think that's why I think the mobile versions are better in my opinion. Like I prefer Rise to World or Wilds. And by like Portable Third more than 3U, like they're just more catered to go get the job done, fuck the story, type of games. And yeah, I don't know. I think that's why I like those, because that's how the original ones were built. Even the console ones until 3 were built around, I don't know, just like kind of like Peace Walker. It's just mission by mission, you know, jump in, jump out type of thing. But anyways, we got our marching orders. Well, actually, we don't have any marching orders. Just if you want to watch it before we put out the episode, cool. Yeah, social apps next episode.
All right.
This has been Codec Calls, a Metal Gear Saga podcast. If you would like to get a hold of us, you can email us at fans.pixelbenders@gmail.com. We also have a phone number where you can leave Codec Call messages, as we've been getting, 209-791-0995. You could also join the Discord, where we post memes like the one you just heard with Peter Griffin and shut the hell up, Lois. I know everything there is to know about CQC. Good community, growing. I love it. You could also watch Chris and I on Twitch if we ever really do return. I keep doing like once a week. Chris, of course, has been busy. So but we're on there. Twitch.tv/dammitchris or /noise1ttv. If you'd like to support the podcasts and the other things that we do, you can support us on Patreon. You get live access to the pod recordings, early access to episodes, get a chance to be our guest, and a bonus content like movie reviews, film commentary, and the like. Have we watched Napoleon Dynamite yet, German?
No, sir.
God damn it.
This week.
Did you get my information? I sent it to you.
I did, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Cool.
I've been digging. I've been
yes,
doing.
Boss. It's yes, boss.
Yes, sir. Thank you, boss. Can I have another?
Yeah.
That's
I don't
not
need to
right,
watch
boss.
that movie. I've watched that movie
Sure,
so many times.
No, that one we can probably do this week. I think I feel confident I'll be able to knock it out.
Okay. Yeah. So look forward to that. We will do our Napoleon Dynamite review. And German will give everybody else a chance to talk this time. I promise.
What?
That's why I was when we did what movie did we just do? Dora, that's right. When we were doing Dora, that's what I was asking Bonnie and Chris. I was like, what do you guys think?
Yeah.
And the German just kept going.
I liked it more than I thought I was. I won't lie.
I'm glad. No, yeah. Yeah, I'm glad.
Especially since you made that pact and then destroyed
Shut up.
Years ago. It was a blood pact.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, also leave us a review. It helps get the podcast discovered. But the best way is obviously word of mouth. You know, I know you have dozens and dozens of Metal Gear Solid friends. You know, because that's the reality of playing Metal Gear games. All your friends around you also play it, and they understand it just as much as you do.
Yeah. Or if they've never heard of it, it's a good time for them to get into it now.
That's right. And tell them Metal Gear is about snakes eating each other.
Yep.
In CQC. But yeah, also if that's not an option, share us on your socials. That's the best word of mouth, obviously. Just so, yeah, we would greatly appreciate that. Spread the gospel of Outer Heaven. And yeah, I have been Noise.
I've been Riser.
And I am Blue Runner Boss.
And we'll see you guys next time. Yeah, goodbye.
Darkness and silence.